Okay, Saurabh, just open a new file. Great. Name it, give it a appropriate name. You can write line chart. We'll be revisiting the concept of line chart, and similarly, we'll do the other two charts as well, which are there in your syllabus. The another one is bar graph and histogram. Only these three are in your syllabus. Harsh, if you are ready, you can share your screen. Okay. So if I talk about creating a simple, yes, Harsh, that's what I'm saying. If you want to share, you can. The question is pretty simple. The question is how to create a line chart using Matplotlib, and why should we use Matplotlib? First of all, for the purpose of data visualization, we use this library Matplotlib. Also, we do not use the entire library Matplotlib. We use a particular module of Matplotlib, which is pyplot. Okay, Harsh, you're ideally set up. Harsh, I am asking, is your ideally set up? Anyway, Saurabh, you go ahead and share the screen. I don't want to waste time. Okay, if I ask you to create a simple line chart, how to do it? First of all, we'll write a program to create a line chart. A simple line chart we are creating for now. Okay. To start with, we have to write the statement import matplotlib.pyplot. Also, since the name of the library is quite lengthy, we will take an alias plt. Now just correct the name matplotlib. Yeah, very good, Saurabh. So to create a line chart, you recall your junior classes where where in mathematics you must have plotted a graph. How do we plot a graph? We need x and y for it. Okay. Similarly, here we'll take x and y to plot a line chart, a simple line chart, जैसे आप मैथमेटिक्स में सिंपल लाइन ग्राफ बनाते थे, ठीक है ना, कुछ पॉइंट्स को प्लॉट करके ग्राफ के ऊपर उसके बाद उन्हें कनेक्ट कर देते थे, तो एक आपको स्ट्रेट लाइन या कुछ किसी तरीके की एक लाइन मिलती थी. ज़रूरी नहीं है वो स्ट्रेट हो, लेकिन स्ट्रेट लाइन का ग्राफ हम लोगों ने मैथमेटिक्स में पढ़ा है जूनियर क्लासेस में. ठीक है. ओके. नाउ टू प्लॉट these points here in Python, we'll be needing x and y. Now these x and y, since they will be having multiple points, तो हम उनको x को और y को ले सकते हैं इन फॉर्म ऑफ अ लिस्ट। अगर आप 5 वैल्यूज ले रहे हो x के लिए तो हम 5 वैल्यूज ही ले सकते हैं y के लिए, एंड वी कैन क्रिएट द लिस्ट। So, Saurabh, just create the list. Mayank, are you on system right now? Mayank, are you on system? Great. Saurabh, just create the Y list as well. These are not actually x-axis and y-axis of the graph. These are actually the values to be taken for x and y-axis, right? So you cannot really write x-axis and y-axis. Values of y of graph you can, yeah, y-axis. Cool. Similarly, change it for x-axis as well. Mayank, I asked you something. Okay, great. So to plot a graph that is a simple line chart, we have to use a function which is plot function, which Saurav was about to write. Okay, plt dot plot, and we'll pass x comma y into it. Simple. Very good. Function. So if you are not using this plot function, you will not be able to plot the graph. To plot a simple line chart, you have to use plot. Now, it's a trend these days in the paper. Questions from Matplotlib are also coming in form of fill in the blanks. I saw half yearly papers this year. Okay, it was a trend in them कि जो मैटप्लॉटलिब का क्वेश्चन है 3 मार्क्स में, वो भी फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स की फॉर्म में आ रहा है। ठीक है, तो आप थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन पे ध्यान अगर दोगे तो वहाँ से ये चीज़ें क्लियर हो जाएंगी कि आपको, जैसे मान लो x और y गिवन है, फिर ब्लैंक डाल दिया पी एल टी डॉट ब्लैंक एक्स कॉमा वाई, या जो ये x कॉमा वाई है इन दोनों में से भी एक का ब्लैंक डाल दिया तो दो दो मार्क्स हो गया। फिर लास्ट स्टेटमेंट लिखी हुई है पी एल टी डॉट ब्लैंक, तो 3 मार्क्स का हो गया। नाउ टू डिस्प्ले द प्लॉट यू हैव टू यूज द फंक्शन शो फंक्शन। विदाउट दैट योर प्लॉट will not be shown on the screen. Shell basically you know how the plots are displayed. They are displayed through a different window. Yes, the program will run through shell, but also it opens up a different window for the plot. So plt.show function, very good. Now just run the code. Simply saving the file. Line chart here. Cool. You can see the amount of practice Saurabh has done so far. He's quite comfortable now to write comments and do the code that way. It's good to see that. Mayank, you are raising your hand. You want to ask something or what? Yes, please. बुआ के यहाँ से क्लास 11 से सिस्टम पे नहीं हूँ. Okay, no problem. But then again, I'll urge you to be on the system in every class, Mayank. I repeat it in almost every class. ठीक है? Please pay attention. We are doing Matplotlib from the basics, okay? Maybe when we covered Matplotlib last time, we did a bit of theory, but this time we'll cut off that and we'll try to stick to the coding part more, okay? Because there are a lot of details to focus on. Since in your half yearly only line chart was coming, so we did a few. What has Harsh to say? It's okay, Harsh, for now. Just stick to what we are doing. Just pay attention to it. Okay, that's it. On Sunday also we have a class, so just make sure you attend it. Okay, so we can see we have got a line chart which is quite straight. Saurabh, can you just change the values a bit and you can put any random values? Yeah, good. Let's see now. Very good. So even if you are getting a plot of this type, it is also known as a line chart. Okay, there are a few customizations that we can do in a plot to make it more understandable for the person who is looking at the plot. Okay, अभी इस प्लॉट को अगर कोई देखेगा तो जनरली कुछ समझ नहीं पाएगा कि भाई ये है क्या। वो बस ये बता सकता है कि हाँ ये एक प्लॉट है जिसमें कुछ वैल्यूज आपने प्लॉट की हुई हैं, बट फॉर मोर डिटेल you can always customize your plot. Now we will be understanding a few parameters that we can pass in our plot function so that we can make it look good. Okay, there is this concept of legend. There are other things that you can also customize in your plot, but before that I would like you to just write one more question. Yeah, question 2: create a plot to show the year wise increase in air quality index. Just write, create a plot to show year wise increase in AQI for the city Delhi. Later on we'll do it for three cities where we'll be plotting multiple plots on the same, we'll be plotting multiple line charts in the same plot. Okay, AQI abhi ke liye just do it for Delhi. Later on we'll change it. You can keep the question like this only, not a big deal. Okay, so if a question like this comes, what would be your approach, as in how will you take up the values? What will be your objects that you will choose for plotting the graph? Again, you can take any variable name, any object name for the lists that you are taking, but again, it is always good if you take the object sensibly. Okay, for example, one could be year, right? Instead of just writing y, we can write year. Okay, 2019, 2020, 21, 2, 3. We can go up to 2023. Suppose we don't have data for 2024. Great. AQ underscore Delhi. You can write that. AQ underscore Delhi. Now, since you know air quality index is always in particulates matter, so you can write the values roughly like 100, 150, 189, 215, 252, any random values. Okay, Values of year you can just write. Why to write giving? Okay, great. Now to just plot it, we'll use plt.plot and we'll plot year against AQI in Delhi, right? Function used to plot the values. That's it. For now, we are not uh, doing multiple plots. Saurabh, yes. This is the function to display the plot finally. You you don't have to write comments in such detailed manner each time. You've done it once in program, so for other use cases, the user should be able to understand why we are using plt.show. Okay, just run the code. Let's see how our graph looks like. Okay, great. Now, if we pay attention to this particular code, there is some problem that I am noticing. Okay, we'll come on to that problem later on. But first, I would like to discuss one important thing with you. What if I ask, what will happen if you just pass one of the values? If you pass one of the values, or just to modify the question, can you plot a line chart by just using one of the lists? What would be your answer? Yes or no? You can put in chat, you can put it in the script. Saurabh, what is your answer? Can I put, or can I plot my line chart by just using a single list? Can I do that? Okay, great. The answer is correct. Yes, we can do that. If we just pass one single argument to our plot function, then what happens is whichever list of out of two, either you pass, see, you just pay attention to the code, just remove the plot for now, Saurabh. If you just pay attention to the code that we have written so far, we have written plt.plot year comma aq underscore delhi. So year is going for x, aq underscore delhi is going for y. Now what I am saying is, if you use either of the two lists, okay, that is, either you just pass year or you just pass aq underscore delhi, what will happen is you will be able to see the plot. So Saurabh, I would like you to try this. Just comment out that particular, no, don't comment out your lists, actually just comment out this statement that you have written so far, plt.plot. You can write here, just press Ctrl Z. Yeah, write a new plt.plot and just pass one list into it. Just press enter. Yeah, plt.plot year. Let's just first pass year. So we are learning right now. Can we plot using a singular list or just single value? Like in this particular instance, I am not passing x comma y. I am just passing one one argument, be it x or y, I do not know. So what is it, let's just check द प्लॉट फर्स्ट कि प्लॉट कैसा आ रहा है, उससे हमें पता चलेगा कि भाई ये कौन सी वैल्यू है जो मैंने पास की है, ईयर मैंने पास कर दिया, चाहे मैं ए क्यू अंडर स्कोर डेली सिंगुलरली पास करूँ तो क्या कैसा रिजल्ट आता है, यू मस्ट नो इट राइट. जस्ट रन द कोड. So you will be able to see the plot. Now just pay attention to the values. Okay, तो जो y एक्सिस पे आपकी वैल्यूज डल गई हैं वो ईयर की हैं, और उसने x एक्सिस की वैल्यूज अपने हिसाब से कंसिडर कर ली हैं. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि जब आप सिंगल आर्ग्यूमेंट पास करते हो प्लॉट के अंदर, ये मिस्टेक भी कर सकते हो आप पेपर में, ठीक है, कभी पूछा तो ऐसे जाएगा नहीं कि सिंगल पास करके दिखाओ, क्योंकि बच्चे ये मिस्टेक करते हैं एग्जाम के अंदर, दे प्लॉट इट लाइक पी एल टी डॉट प्लॉट ईयर, फिर पी एल टी डॉट प्लॉट लिख के दूसरी वाली जो दूसरी लिस्ट थी वो लिख दिया. तो इस तरीके से अगर आप प्लॉट करते हो तो आपको रिजल्ट सही नहीं मिलेगा. आप उस चीज़ को नोटिस कर सकते हो यहाँ पे. अब आप सिमिलरली सौरभ, यू कैन जस्ट प्लॉट ए क्यू अंडर स्कोर डेली एज वेल इन द सेम पी एल टी डॉट प्लॉट जहाँ पे आपने ईयर लिखा है. Just remove year and aq underscore Delhi. So you don't have to mention the arguments like this, where you are just passing a single argument inside plot function. You must always give x comma y. Okay, so the motive to tell you about this particular thing is that do not make this mistake. I was checking half yearly papers and I noticed this. Okay, anyway, so you understood this. Now, if we talk about the AQ again, so जब हम सिंगल आर्ग्यूमेंट पास करते हैं प्लॉट फंक्शन के अंदर, तो जो भी हम वैल्यू पास कर रहे हैं इट विल बी टेकन for y-axis. Whatever values that you are passing inside plot, if you are passing single argument, those values will be taken for y-axis. x-axis की वैल्यू वो 0 से जब जहाँ तक भी आपकी वैल्यूज़ हैं, लेट सपोज आपकी 5 वैल्यूज़ हैं, तो वो 0 से 4 तक वैल्यूज़ ले लेगा. आप इसमें देख भी सकते हो, आई बिलीव 5 ही वैल्यूज़ थी और उसने 0 से 4 तक ली हुई है. उल्टा नहीं करा सकते एज इन हाउ? नहीं 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 नहीं, आई गॉट इट सौरभ व्हाट यू आर आस्किंग. नो, वी कैन नॉट डू दैट. हाँ, तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि अगर आप सिंगल आर्ग्यूमेंट पास कर रहे हो तो x ही वो अपनी तरफ से लेता है, और जो वैल्यूज़ आप दे रहे हो वो y की वैल्यूज़ उसको कंसिडर करता है. सो वी कैन नॉट डू इट और ऑल्टर इट दी अदर वे राउंड. ओके. Okay, now let's go to the original plot which we had. Just comment out this statement, make the next statement live. Yeah, so this was our original plot. Now there are a few things that you can customize in this particular plot. सबसे पहली चीज, वो by default ले रहा है वो अपने आप as per the values which you gave, Saurabh, it is taking as per that. Now again it is a problem for us and we'll rectify it. I'll let you know how. Okay, तो अभी तो वो by default अपने आप उसने प्लॉट बनाना था, उसने बना लिया, वो 0.5 का गैप लिया है उसने, ठीक है. बट इफ़ यू गिव योर x टिक्स एंड y टिक्स फ्रॉम योर ओन एंड, तो वो उस चीज़ को इट विल रिमूव इट. ओके, और जैसे आप x एक्सिस और y एक्सिस पे वैल्यूज चाहते हो वो आपको वैसे देगा. सो लेट्स ट्राई टू कस्टमाइज अ प्लॉट अ बिट. सबसे पहले तो यूज़र को यही बताना होगा कि भाई x एक्सिस पे वैल्यूज़ हैं किसकी और y एक्सिस पे वैल्यू किस चीज़ की हैं. तो आप x एक्सिस का लेबल और y एक्सिस का लेबल दे दीजिए पहले सौरभ. सो यू विल डू इट बिफोर प्लॉटिंग. plt.plot से पहले होगा ये चीज़. So just write plt dot x label and try to give a label for it. You see it's asking for the string, so you have to put it inside quotes. Year, cool. And for my y-axis I have my AQI hyphen Delhi, ऐसे लिख देना, or just write AQI because later on we have to convert anyway. AQI. No, 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 no. Arey, why you are writing this? Do not write it. Just write or give a y label which is AQI. That's it. AQI. Let's try to display the plot. ईयर का y अगर आप कैपिटल कर दोगे तो इट वुड लुक गुड. नीचे भी एक्स लेबल में just check wherever you have used year. Yeah, just change it to uppercase y as well. So we can see now we are getting year and AQI. Now I am able to understand कि भाई अच्छा x axis पे year डाला हुआ है और y axis पे AQI है. Now my plot is a little bit readable and I can interpret something out of it. Let me go to chat and just, okay, there is no new message. Okay, now let's go back to the script again. Now, another problem that I was facing is those values, which Saurabh has also pointed out that why we are taking the values for the year with a space of zero point 0.5 for each tick which was on your plot. So what you can do, Saurabh, is before or after your X label or Y label, you can uh, explicit, explicitly state what X ticks and what Y ticks you want on your plot. Again, how you will do it using X ticks and Y ticks function using PLT. So you can write plt.xticks. This is entire thing we are covering for line chart today. Like this is the entire theory which is there for line chart. And in board exam, if there is line chart, it won't be that tough. More uh, at most it will ask you for these X label, X ticks, है ना? No, we cannot write a 10. Why you are writing 10? In X ticks you should pass your year only, right? Whatever values that you have for year should be my X ticks. Okay, I do not want it to be 2019.5. No, 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 don't give the gap. For X ticks I will take year. Why? Because I just want 2019 to be there and I do not want it 2019.5. You will not put it inside quotes because you are passing a data structure which is a list here, year. For your y-ticks you will pass AQ underscore Delhi. Let's check the plot, what all changes we can see after this. So now we are covering the customization wala part of our plot. Okay, we are making it look good. Okay, we plotted our values, but that is not enough because in paper You will get up in your exam, you will get a plot, you will get the labels, you will get the ticks as well. So you have to code it appropriately. You cannot miss the labels as well, you cannot miss the legend if it's there, you cannot miss the title of the plot, right? So these are the things that you have to take care. Okay, now you can see your plot is a little bit uh, more readable than it was earlier. पहले कुछ ज़्यादा वैल्यूज़ हो रही थी, मुझे वो उन वैल्यूज़ में बिल्कुल भी दिलचस्पी नहीं है. सो व्हाट आई डिड, आई रिमूव्ड all those values by giving my text explicitly. Now the next thing which we can do to make it look good, actually this particular part, it is essential only when you are using markers. Okay, it will give you the realistic feeling of how a plot is actually on the graph, because line chart again you have made it on the graph paper or graph sheet only. So there is one more function which is grid. So if you want, yes, absolutely. Okay, just do plt.grid as well. With this you can get that grid in your graph. It's quite like the grid in the camera app of our mobile phones. Sort of lets you to place the object you want to capture in the appropriate format. Similarly, grid in lowercase, grid should be in lowercase. So these are important functions we are covering right now. We have covered x label, y label, we have covered x ticks, y ticks. Now we have covered grid, we have covered plt dot show. So a lot of things are going into this particular code. Seems simple, but it is of 5 marks in paper. Okay, if there is a question like plot the graph given below, है ना. So you can see जो आपकी ग्रिड आई है वो किस तरीके से आई है. ग्रिड कुछ इस तरीके से आई है कि आप देख सकते हो कि 2019 पे वैल्यू 100 है, 2020 पे वैल्यू 150 है. यू कैन सी द स्पेसिंग इन योर लाइंस ऑफ द ग्रिड. 2021 पे वैल्यू 189 है. यहाँ से ग्रिड से क्या है हो रहा है बेसिकली. ऑल्दो इट्स नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट टू यूज ग्रिड इन योर plot. If it's given in the exam, yes, you have to write it anyway, but what advantage it brings to your plot is that it is more readable now. So all of this uh, customization that we are doing is kind of putting more detail into your plot, है ना. It looks good now. Great. So if I talk about the year 2023, I can straight away read that the value was 2015, right? So this is the usage of this grid. Now again, you can also pass the value true inside grid. It's your choice. You can pass the value true. Yeah, it's the boolean value, so you don't have to put it inside quotes. It won't make any change or difference in your plot. If you want a change, then obviously you have to uh, pass the value false, and it won't show the grid actually. So by default, if you are using grid, the value is true anyway, if either you are passing it or not. If you change it to false, then you know what it will do. It will remove the grid. Okay, I hope I was clear. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Now what we can do is we can also provide a title to our plot, right? That is another thing that is missing. Plot you can write, not graph. Let's provide a title to our plot. plt dot title. Just check, I mean, if it will work right after grid, or you can just place it after plotting. Title, just correct the spelling and it is again in lowercase. What should be the title of it? uh, Year wise increase in AQI. Let's write with that. Year wise increase in AQI. Since, see, I basically took this question because it's a hot topic for like past 2-3 days, so that's why. Year wise increase in AQI. Yeah, great. Let's display now. So we can see year wise increase in AQI. Now our plot is even better. It looks better. Now, what all other changes that we can do? One more thing that you can do is you can place markers for these values, है ना? So let's try to put markers. Let's go to plot. Let's go to plot function to give title. It's not heading, it's title. Great. Okay, now in plot function itself, we can pass a parameter which is marker, and we can it'll be in lowercase. Inside quotes, what sort of marker you would like to use? You can use star, star, asterisk basically. I don't think we write triangle for triangle. I need to check what is the code for using triangle. It is given in NCRT, we can refer to it. But anyway, if you want square, I remember you can use S for it. Let's try to go with square. We'll try asterisk as well, and then we'll perhaps go for T. Okay. Display. You can see we are getting these boxes, which is actually highlighting the points where these values are plotted at. Okay, great. Let's go back and try with asterisk, or you can go with T for now. Asterisk means the star itself. You won't write asterisk actually. Just write star. Sort of remove asterisk and yeah, star, 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 shift 8. Symbol is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Great. It doesn't look uh, uh, let's try to change the size of this marker. Probably it'll look good that way. Let's go back to our script. So there is another parameter which is marker size, with the help of which you can change. uh, you will use it right after marker. So no, you have to use the marker anyway. So comma, yes, marker. Can you just change the font of your script to a bit normal sort of options? No. I'm talking about the fonts. Fonts. The first tab in the menu. Yeah. Size. Niche size. Yeah. Make it 20, 22. Apply. Yeah, it's good. You can even keep 22 if you want. Okay, great. So marker size is what we are interested in right now. Marker size. Uh, just do it. Let's try to put random pixels. Pixels as in form of it'll be an integer value. Sort of it won't be in quotes. So let's go with 5. Try करते हैं अभी 5 से 50 would be too much. Since we are talking about pixels तो 5 से शुरू करते हैं. I believe by default it is 1. Let's go with 5 and check what are the changes we are noticing. I didn't bother much. Okay, let's go with 15 or 10, any other value. Make it 15. Now it is a bit more noticeable. Cool. Now it looks good. Now let's go back. Also, if you want, you can change the size of your line as well. Before marker, you can use this parameter line width, or just check it if we can use it right after marker size as well, because it shouldn't. Let's do it. I mean, I'm just curious to know. Should work, but let's see. Line width by default again it's 1, I guess. So let's go with 5, or 5 line width equals to 5 pixels. Now since these are pixel values, so ये integer values, and so we don't have to put them inside quotes. Run it. Oh, it looks ugly. Let's go with the 2 or 3 pixels. It would work fine, I believe. 2 or 3, yeah. So it is working. It's not mandatory that you pass the parameter for changing the line width before passing the marker. I mean, you can pass it anywhere. Great. Again, you can also change. Now I would like you to remove the marker for now, or keep it there. Keep it there. Let's change the style of the line. So there is one more parameter, line style. You can pass it after line width, line style. You can write line style completely, or you can write ls. Both would work fine. Inside quotes you should write dashed or dotted. Dotted, okay. So we are getting this dotted. Okay, you can use dashed. Just check it with dashed. Also for dotted, what you can do is, सौरभ वेट, या आपने डॉटेड हटा दिया ना, तो डॉटेड के लिए आप क्या कर सकते हो, जस्ट पुट दीज डॉट्स विच इज़ लाइक फुल स्टॉप. जस्ट ट्राई इट. अब फुल स्टॉप 2 बार, हाँ नहीं 2 बार बस, नहीं ज़्यादा तो इट वोंट वर्क. इससे एक बार देखना. And not working. Okay, wait, it's giving us the value. So it is supported values are hyphen for dashed, I believe. Hyphen dot is for dash dotted, and colon and none. Okay, so wait, देखो यार, एक बार मुझे एक बार वही दिखा दो, शेल दिखा दो मुझे एक बार. Yeah, so basically a simple hyphen or a dash is for solid. Dash hyphen is for dashed. Okay, hyphen dot is for dash dot. Again you can also write solid dash, जैसे अभी हमने dotted लिखा था, and we got dotted line. ठीक है ना. तो आप ऐसे ही dash dot dashed b लिख सकते हो, या फिर ये सिंबल्स पास कर सकते हो. जैसे कॉलन अगर मैं पास करता तो शायद डॉटेड आता. जस्ट पास कॉलन and let's check if we are getting dotted line. Basically हमने वो full stop वैसे कर दिया, dot dot नीचे, it wants in form of colon, तो let's try. Okay, we are getting the same result. Cool. You can do it for dash dot. Which one did you pass? Awesome. Okay, you can try this as well. It will give you dash dotted. One dash, one dot, one dash, one dot. Yeah, like that. Cool. Great. Also, we can change the color of our line if we want. हमें ये नहीं अच्छा लग रहा, तो let's go with a few colors. It will give you dotted. Which one did you pass? It doesn't support a simple dot. You can make it a solid one for now. Make it a solid one. Make it a solid one. And let's change the color. So you can pass another parameter which is color. Okay. Now for color we have certain codes or the color names you want to write. जैसे blue तो हमें मिल ही रहा है. You can pass green if you want, like the green color of the line. The spelling of this parameter is important. It is not color, the British one, it is the American one. So COLOR, yes. Run the code. The meeting might finish, so let's end the class. Although I did schedule the class on the community, but I don't know, it was the option wasn't working. That's why I had to share the link to you. But I'll make sure that we are on community because it lets us extend the class a bit. Okay, so it worked. You can also pass the code for green color, which is G. The magenta one would look fine. We can try that. You can pass M, or you can write magenta completely, but it would look good. Yes. Okay. Similarly, you can pass or you can change the color of the marker as well. Marker edge color actually. So let's try this last thing. After color, you can write marker edge color. Marker edge color. Marker edge color equal to you can go for black, write black. The code for black is, I believe, it is not B. Just run the code. ठीक है, now you can zoom a bit. तो जो आपके marker का color है, you can notice, you can also save the file and like zoom in your image viewing application. You will be able to notice it even well. You can just save it and then zoom in. Do it quick, Saurabh. The meeting is about to end and we shall wind up now. Superb, Saurabh. I like your speed, the way you are working. Oh my god. You can zoom in right here as well. Yeah. So you can check the color of the marker's edge has changed. So it's even looking better. So this is pretty much it for line chart. If there is any details that I am missing for this particular class, we'll finish it off in the next one. Thank you so much for this class. I hope you have got valuable lessons for the line chart and how to use the different functions. We will do more questions, sample questions of line chart also. Next up, we'll be working on our bar graph. Okay. I don't think triangle will work. Yeah. You can just try with the T. I don't remember the code for using triangle, although I know there is one such marker that you can use. I'll let you know in the next class what is the code for it. Okay, Saurabh? I don't remember it exactly. Okay, you can share the script in the group for everyone. Saurabh, thank you so much. I like the way you have written the code. See you in the next one class. Let's meet on Sunday. Bye bye.